So in my last video, I explained how small changes can often bring about much larger results than big changes. But can big changes ever bring around large, lasting results as well? Of course they can, but it's mostly through changing your environment. So you can use a big action to change your environment in such a way that the good choice or behavior becomes automatic, or at least much easier. So let's take, for example, my sleep tip of sleeping in a completely dark room. Most of the effort that you'll be expending on this tip is spent going to the store, buying the blackout blind, bringing it home, and then installing it. After that, it doesn't take much effort to keep it going, just pulling down the blind every night. And you can't install a blackout blind slowly in steps. You couldn't be turning each screw once a day. You have to do it all in one go. And the same is true for a lot of environmental changes like this, because if you don't do it all in one go, procrastination ends up taking over and you never finish it and you never feel the benefits of it, and your blackout blind just sits in your garage gathering dust. Big actions can also be used to remove the obstacles that are in the way of other good behaviors. Let's say you like to work out at home and you do it in the living room, but because it's a shared space, you have to clean up the floor and move furniture every time you're about to get started. Unless you're super dedicated, you're going to be missing quite a few workouts just because you didn't feel like cleaning up that day. But let's say instead you decide to reorganize where the rooms are in your house to create either a dedicated workout room or at least a dedicated workout space. It's a hell of a lot more effort to move furniture all around your house, but once it's done, and now you have a space that you don't have to clean up beforehand every time. Now your chances of getting your workout in, even on days when you don't feel like it, is so much higher. You can also do the reverse of this in order to discourage bad choices or behaviors by creating obstacles. Instead of keeping a candy bowl on your desk, you can keep it out of the pantry when it's out of the way and you can't access it as easily. You can reroute your commute so you don't drive by that donut shop every night and attempt to go in. You can put an automatic timer on your Wi-Fi box so it switches off every night and you don't stay up too late surfing the internet. These are the same type of changes as before, except they're designed to discourage bad behavior rather than encouraging a good one. So, can big changes ever stand on their own, or are they only going to be used to support small actions? Yes, they can when they're removing something that's harming you. This is obvious for acute problems. When I had appendicitis, they had to remove my appendix in one go, right? But it's also true for a lot of cases of chronic exposure. If you have a toxic mold growing in your house, you have to remove it in one go, otherwise it will spread again. In cases like this, a fix has to be done in one go or it won't stick. So as you can see, big changes can have lasting effects, but it's mostly through changing your environment in ways that encourage good behaviors or discourage bad ones. In this way, they're very similar to a support habit, except that they take place in one go instead of over time. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to learn more about creating lasting change in your life, be sure to subscribe so you never miss another one of my videos, and I'll see you next time.